Bonnet gang. Anyways, so today I picked up this book, which I've been having for a long time. If those of you who know me, I have plenty of books. Some books I've had for years, I've never read. I decided to start reading this book today, um, just because I've been feeling myself coming out of a depression. Yes, I do suffer from depression, like I'm sure a lot of many folks do. Um, but for whatever reason, I'm starting to come to terms with things. I'm starting to learn more stuff about myself. So it's helping me to basically heal from what I've been going through. Anyway, so I started reading this book today. And the first chapter is basically about reconnecting with yourself, recollecting yourself. And at the end of the chapter, it talks about writing a love letter to yourself. Well, in the beginning, it says you're going to write a love letter to yourself. But at the end, it kind of sums it all up and asks you to write a love letter about yourself. And so I did it. Not really sure what I was going to be writing about. Can't really tell you off the top of my head when I first thought about the letter what I was going to say. I'm like, yeah, I love myself, but what aspect? What am I going to write in this love letter? Like, I don't really have too many people writing me love letters. I mean, my ex used to write me love letters all the time. But sometimes those things, the things that people say about you, if you don't feel it, it has no value. It goes through one ear and out the other or whatever. So anyways, I wrote my love letter to myself. And, first I started off with, my outward appearance. How beautiful my smile is and my brown skin. I didn't really go into a whole lot of detail about, like, my body or whatever. And, a lot of us like to identify ourselves by those features. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of didn't want to stick on that because I'm not really too fond of all of my features. I do know that I am beautiful. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I do know that I am beautiful, though. But then I went on to just basically encourage myself to be a better person. Let myself know that I am strong. I am capable of doing the things that I've set my mind to do. Basically, stop doubting myself and to just go ahead and go for it and do it. Now, when I wrote this love letter, already in my head, I'm like, love letter, what am I going to write? But I'm just doing it to get through the process, so I can move on to the next chapter. I'm not really, like, putting a whole lot of effort, a lot of thought into it, like the book is actually asking me to, right? But once I finished the letter, it just made me think a little bit more. Like, yeah, I just did this for play, but there are some things I need to say to myself, or I need to get out, I need to say out loud in order to understand them myself. So while I'm writing this love letter, I'm thinking about all the times these past couple weeks, months, I've been telling people I ain't shit. I have people, trying to get with me, and I'd be like, no, don't worry about it. I ain't shit. You ain't missing nothing. You know what I'm saying? And yes, it's in a joking way, but it has some truth behind it for me anyways. And I never really thought about it like that until one of my homies pointed it out to me. He was like, why do you keep saying that you're not shit? Like, you ain't never think that maybe the people you've been dealing with ain't shit? Like, why do you say that? And so while I'm writing, and I couldn't really come up with an answer. I'm like, I just feel like I'm not shit because, I don't feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, even though I don't know exactly what I am supposed to be doing, I don't feel like I'm in that place. Like, so that's why I'm saying I'm not shit. Like, there's people out there my age doing way better than me, younger than me doing way better than me, well off than me. But either way, that's neither here nor there. So, I go on to write myself a letter about why I've been telling people and telling myself that I'm not shit, right? Come to find out, it has everything to do with things that I cannot control, right? So the fact that I graduated late from college, I didn't graduate with all of my friends, even though I may have walked across the stage. I didn't get my diploma into a semester, maybe this was two semesters or a year later after All my friends did, right? I was ashamed of it. I was embarrassed. Like, I didn't even tell my friends until one day I was just like, because it been eating at me so bad, like, I have to say this, like, and they're like, okay, like, didn't bother them, but for whatever reason, it was sitting with me so hard. But it still sits with me to this day, like, because I took longer to graduate, and I'm the type of person where when I do something, I put my mind to it, I can do it. Like, if I say I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. Like, and I just felt like that was a hard time in my life, a really, really hard time in my life, and I did not execute it the way that I wanted to. Okay, so that's one thing. I didn't execute my graduation the way that I wanted to. Number two is that I'm not working in my field. Not to say that I haven't tried or applied for any jobs in my field lately. I have not. But at the same time, I haven't found any positions that complement me in my degree. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You might not understand. But I don't want to just go to work. Like, I want to actually love my job. I want to have a passion for what I do. So I didn't want to just take any job. I went to school to be in public relations, and I wanted to go either into public relations or like event planning. So I started my own event planning job. So that's number three. We'll get to that. But so I did finish school on time. On top of that, I'm not in the field of my choice. Yeah, I did go back to school to get my CMA, become a medical assistant. Now I am working with people. I'm very passionate about people. It is a very fulfilling job. Do not get me wrong. At the same time, though, I'm always looking for more. And I know that's not right either. We should be satisfied with the things that we have going on. We should stay in the moment, be in the moment, be satisfied with what we have going on instead of trying to always have so much more. We need more time. We need more money. We need more of everything. But for what? When what you have is plentiful. So that's number two. So then number three is my business. So I started my business off. It was rocking really hard. My first year, my second year going in, third year kind of started going down. Then fourth year I had to stop. I had to stop my business and go back to school because I needed money. Like, on the regular, Noah's coming to me all the time, money. And I went back to school because I wasn't finding a job in my field, right? Went back to school to become a CMA. So now here I am working my job. And I mean, it pays good money. I love my job. I love the people that I work with, all that jazz. So there's no worries there. I'm happy about that. I am very happy about that. But it's still something in me that's like, you should be doing something so much greater. But what am I supposed to be doing that's so much greater, right? Then number four is that I'm single. Not to say that I haven't been in any relationships, been in plenty of relationships, all failed, clearly. But I've noticed that I need, or I assume that I need, someone to be around to make me happy. I need that person, that one person, to be here, supporting me, encouraging me, loving me. I don't want to be by myself. So that's number four, okay? So that's why I'm not shit. I can't be by myself. I didn't graduate from school like I was supposed to. I'm not working in the field that I went to school for, paid all that money. And then the business that I started, I'm not even really doing nothing with it. Even though, yeah, I'm about to get some stuff started or whatever, that motivation had to come back. And it's just now coming back. Like, for months, I have not been motivated to do anything. And that's just not like me. My motivation has been shot to shit. Like, I have these ideas. I have so many ideas. Not enough time, for sure. Not enough money, for sure. But then, another reason why I tell people that I'm not shit is because sometimes I want to do bad stuff. Sometimes I don't want to do the right thing. Sometimes I don't want to go to work. Sometimes I do want to be mean to somebody. And I just don't want to be the good girl all the time. Like, and everybody looks at me like that, the good girl. Like, she's supposed to do right. She's supposed to be this. She's supposed to do that. Like, and if you ask anybody If you ask anybody, they will tell you that I am smart, that I'm accomplished, that they love me, love being around me. So it's like, what is it about my thinking? What am I saying to myself that has me feeling this way? And I've learned that these last couple months is that I ain't shit. That's what I've been telling myself for the last couple months. So I've been feeling like I ain't shit. And so you know what I wrote today? I wrote that I am the shit. Instead of telling people that I'm not shit, I need to start telling people in myself that I am the shit. I am the shit. Yeah, definitely. I have to tell myself that I am the shit because I am smart. I am brilliant. I'm way smarter than I give myself credit for. But I doubt myself so much. I doubt myself thinking that if it doesn't go right, somebody's going to, feel some type of way about it, or they're not going to appreciate it as much as I do, because it's my work, it's my thing. You know what I mean? Everybody's not as passionate about the things that I'm passionate about. My passion is not your passion. Your passion is not my passion. So yeah, I get that, but I have to learn to block out all the negativity. I can't say I'm not shit. I cannot focus on negativity. I need to start living in the moments. Stop thinking about what's to come, what's next, how can I have this and be so much better, just so much more. Like, be my best that I can be at that moment. Like, being the best Teresa I can be in the moment.